In 2018, José Ramírez was one of the most dominant players in baseball, posting a 30-30 season and finishing third in MVP voting. But what if I told you that just a few years earlier, this 5'9" infielder was sent back to AAA, dismissed as too small and unremarkable to make an impact in the majors? They whispered he was too small. They scoffed at his frame, dismissed his potential. In a world of towering figures, he was an anomaly, a flicker of defiance in the face of overwhelming odds. But greatness, true greatness, isn't sculpted from muscle or measured in inches. To understand how this $50,000 signing became the king of Cleveland, we need to go back to the beginning. José Ramírez was born on September 17, 1992 in Bani, Dominican Republic, a town where baseball dreams are woven into the very fabric of life. Unlike many future MLB stars from the Dominican, Ramírez didn't have access to elite baseball academies or expensive training facilities. He learned the game on dusty fields with makeshift equipment, developing quick hands and remarkable bat control out of necessity. When Cleveland scouts first spotted Ramírez as a teenager, they saw a small-framed infielder with surprising pop in his bat. While other prospects commanded signing bonuses in the millions, Cleveland signed Ramírez for just $50,000 in 2009, pocket change by professional baseball standards. One scout later admitted his size made him easy to overlook. Nothing about him physically screamed future star. For Jose, the dream seemed a distant horizon. He was a diamond buried beneath layers of doubt, overlooked, underestimated. A mere $50,000 gamble for Cleveland, a footnote in the annals of scouting reports. A player destined for the periphery, a utility man at best. Even within the organization, expectations were modest. They hoped he might develop into a useful bench player, someone who could fill multiple positions adequately but never become a cornerstone of the franchise. The minor leagues were a gauntlet, a relentless test of his resolve. Flashes of brilliance, yes, but overshadowed by the looming shadow of his perceived limitations. When Ramírez made his major league debut on September 1, 2013, as a 20-year-old, it barely registered as news outside of Cleveland. He appeared in just 15 games, hitting a modest .237 with no home runs. Throughout 2014 and 2015, Ramírez shuttled between the majors and minors, struggling to establish himself. His batting average hovered around .230, and his power was virtually non-existent. The whispers grew louder with each passing season. Not good enough. Too small. He'll never make it. By mid-2015, Ramírez was at a crossroads. Cleveland had Francisco Lindor emerging as their star shortstop, and Ramírez wasn't producing enough to justify a starting role elsewhere. The verdict seemed inevitable, sent back to AAA. For many, it would have been the final curtain, the end of their major league aspirations. It would have been easy for the team to move on, to designate him for assignment or trade him for minimal return. But something happened in that moment of failure, something that would change everything. In the desolate silence of doubt, a metamorphosis began, not merely physical, but a profound mental transformation. In that moment of crisis, José Ramírez made a decision that would alter his career trajectory forever. He dissected his swing, rebuilt his approach from the ground up. Working tirelessly with Cleveland's coaching staff, he transformed from a slap-hitting speedster into a more patient, selective hitter who could drive the ball to all fields. He became a predator at the plate, hunting pitches with a laser-like focus, devouring weaknesses with a voracious appetite. The changes weren't immediately apparent in the statistics, but team officials noted significant improvements in his exit velocity and barrel percentage, early indicators of the power that was about to emerge. In 2016, everything clicked. Ramírez seized the third base position and never looked back, hitting .312 with 11 home runs and 46 doubles. The confidence surged, an unstoppable wave of belief. But it wasn't just the statistics that spoke volumes. It was the fire in his eyes, the unbridled joy in every swing, a testament to his love for the game, a love that would change his destiny. The baseball world still viewed his performance as a potential fluke, a good season, but nothing to suggest sustainable stardom. Little did they know, José Ramírez was just getting started. Then came 2017. the year José Ramírez announced himself as one of baseball's elite talents. His power exploded as he belted 29 home runs and led the American League with 56 doubles. His combination of power, contact, and speed earned him a third-place finish in MVP voting, a force of nature unleashed, a whirlwind of talent and determination. 2018 brought even greater heights, a 30-30 season, a feat achieved only by a select few in baseball history. He was a symphony of skill, a masterclass in versatility. What makes Ramírez's approach so unique is his ability to generate tremendous power despite his 5'9" frame. While most power hitters use height and leverage to drive the ball, Ramírez generates his power through exceptional bat speed and perfect timing. But it was his style, his swagger, his unbridled passion that truly captivated hearts. The bat flips, a defiant celebration of his power. The helmet flying off as he rounded the bases, a symbol of unbridled enthusiasm. He was a reminder that greatness can emerge from the most unexpected places, that true champions defy expectations. By the end of 2018, the question was no longer whether Ramírez could be a major league starter, it was whether he might be one of the best players in the entire sport. Even the brightest stars flicker, their light dimmed by the inevitable storms of adversity. The second half of 2018 brought an unexpected challenge, a prolonged slump that seemed to come out of nowhere. His batting average plummeted, his power disappeared, and suddenly the whispers returned. Doubt crept in, an insidious whisper questioning his legitimacy. Was it a fluke? Had his moment passed? For a player who'd finally proven the doubters wrong, this new wave of skepticism cut deeper. Analysts pointed to his aggressive approach, suggesting pitchers had finally figured him out. Others wondered if the pressure of stardom had become too much for the once overlooked infielder from Bonnie. But true champions rise from the ashes, their resolve forged in the fires of adversity. While others might have panicked, might have completely abandoned the approach that brought him success, Ramírez stayed the course. He trusted the process, believed in his abilities, and continued to work tirelessly behind the scenes. The struggles continued into early 2019, testing his mental fortitude like never before. But with each failure came valuable lessons. With each strikeout came deeper understanding. This wasn't the end for José Ramírez. It was simply another chapter in his remarkable story. 2020, the shortened pandemic season. While the world grappled with unprecedented challenges, José Ramírez quietly engineered one of the most impressive comebacks in recent baseball memory. He returned stronger, more determined, his skills honed to a razor's edge. MVP caliber once again, silencing the doubters with every swing, every play. His adjustments were subtle but significant. He became more selective at the plate, waiting for pitches he could drive. His defense at third base reached new heights of excellence, and when Cleveland needed him most, he delivered time and again, cementing his status as the team's undisputed leader. In April 2022, as rumors swirled that Cleveland might trade Ramírez before he reached free agency, something unexpected happened. Rather than testing the open market, where he could have commanded well over $200 million, Ramírez signed a 7-year, $141 million extension to remain in Cleveland. When asked why he chose to stay rather than maximize his earnings elsewhere, Ramírez simply said, "I'm happy here. Cleveland is my home now." This decision revealed something important about his character. In an era where players routinely changed teams in pursuit of bigger contracts, Ramírez valued loyalty and comfort over extracting every possible dollar. The contract didn't just secure his future, it cemented his legacy as a Cleveland legend. Today, José Ramírez stands as a symbol of unwavering loyalty, a testament to the power of perseverance. He's a legend in the making, his name etched into the annals of Cleveland baseball. Despite his consistent excellence, Ramírez remains one of baseball's most underappreciated superstars. From 2017 to present, only a handful of players have produced more WAR than Ramírez, putting him in the company of players like Mike Trout, Mookie Betts, and Aaron Judge. Yet, he receives a fraction of the media attention and commercial endorsements of these peers. Playing in Cleveland, a smaller market, means fewer nationally televised games and less media exposure. His physical appearance doesn't match the traditional image of a baseball superstar. He doesn't hit towering 450-foot home runs or possess the imposing physical presence of players like Judge or Stanton. As one baseball writer put it, if José Ramírez played for the Yankees or Dodgers with the exact same statistics, he'd be one of the most famous athletes in America. This lack of widespread recognition doesn't seem to bother Ramírez, who appears content to let his play speak for itself. He reminds us that greatness isn't about size or pedigree. It's about heart, work ethic, and an unwavering belief in oneself. José Ramírez isn't just a baseball player. He's a living testament to the power of defying expectations. A 5'9" giant in a world that too often mistakes physical stature for greatness. Think José Ramírez's story is incredible? Subscribe now.